Good morning. Yep, it is morning time out here in New Mexico, and I have put together a little crib this morning. Had to take it apart 3 or 4 times, Never, they don't even come with instructions. You have to get online, and you have to look at that, and how ridiculous. So, guess what? I did the man thing. I did the man thing. I never even looked at the instructions. Yep, had to take it apart 3 times, but doing the man thing there. Just wanted to share with you guys about yesterday. I told you I was going to the Catholic Church yesterday. Well, it wasn't that bad. The priest, he spoke on putting idols before God and how God felt about that. And, every time he'd say something that I agreed on, I wanted to stand up and shout and go, "Amen! Amen, brother!" But I kind of looked around at everybody, and I already felt like all eyes were on me since I wasn't kneeling at the little thing in front of the pew and standing and doing all their ritual stuff, Man, I couldn't even tell what they're saying half the time. There's up there. I asked Rhonda, I said, "What are they saying?" She said, "I don't know. It's in Latin." So, anyway, but yeah, there's a couple of times there I wanted to stand up and just shout and praise God because he was right. We shouldn't put anything before God. So, anyway, wanted to share that with you. I'm going to mark that off my bucket list. Yep, mark it off. Got that done in my lifetime. Then, I got something else to tell y'all. Yesterday afternoon, Rhonda's little girl came home. Now, she's 12. Never, ever has she been to the Goodwill store. I'm telling you, this child, deprived, so deprived. So, I took her to the Goodwill store. We had 2 shopping carts full. She was so excited. I mean, she could not believe it. She said, "This is the neatest place to shop." So we was getting ready to go up to check out, and then over the intercom, here comes this voice. And no, it wasn't God reprimanding me for the way I wanted to act in church. It said, "Leave your carts and exit the store immediately." So we kind of looked at each other, and we pushed them on up there to the counter, We didn't want nobody getting nothing in that cart. I'm telling you, not one thing. So we go out, and as we're heading out the door, we smell smoke. So when we get out there sits the fire truck, and they're going around, they're checking all this stuff. So I'm sitting there, she and I are sitting there in the van and discussing everything that we've gotten in our little cart sitting in there, and they knock on our window. "We're closed. Can you put our name on the cart?" "No, we're not allowed to do that. We're closed till further notice." Well, I looked over, and her little heart was just broke. I mean, thought I was going to cry myself. Here's the child's very first time in Goodwill, and she has to leave her cart sitting in there. I just could not imagine how she felt inside at that moment. So, we went to Walmart, and we got to looking around there, and we found, just a few things, not much. Well, on our way back, we have to pass the Goodwill store. This is about an hour and a half later. Guess what? They were open. She goes, "They're open! They're open! Turn in! But I done passed the turn in, so I go on down to the next block, and I do a U-ey there and head back. When we pull in there, the girl said, "We're so glad that you come back. We've got your stuff right here." Buddy, you talking about a little girl jumping out of that van, run in there, and she was treasuring, looking through there, make sure nobody got anything that she had in there. So that's what we did. We checked out, we come home, and she was just ecstatic. She had to show her mama all the stuff that we'd gotten, plus the little baby clothes. She got a little pair of boots. I bet you, cowboy boots. They weren't that big. She was just tickled to death. Tickled to death. So, well, as soon as we walked in the door, she's like, y'all are not going to believe what has happened to us today. You just would not believe what had happened to us today. And she starts telling them the story. But anyway, she headed out to school this morning, and she's looking forward to getting back here this afternoon. And you know what? We may have to take another trip to the Goodwill store when she gets home. So, but I wanted to tell you all that. It was a fun day, and I just don't know what's going to happen today. We're waiting for those little babies, and so when it happens, I will be on here and I'll let you know. Y'all have a blessed one, all the way from New Mexico through the valley into Kentucky. Bye.